If you still need GTA Online cash for the executives updates and the forthcoming Festive Surprise DLC, check out G2A in the description. They've got discounted shark cards you can't get anywhere else. Get them cheap and get them now for the DLC season for GTA 5. Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. Now, in today's Q&A, we're focusing on all the recent DLCs that have just come out, including some of the ones that look to be just on the horizon, like the Festive Surprise, and maybe even some Lowriders Part 2 questions. Now, if you yourself want to get involved in the next Q&A, all you have to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, the link is there, and use the hashtag AskBoss like you see in many of the questions that are asked today. All right, so let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into it. And as I always do with the first question, I extend it to you guys, meaning right now I want you to reply in the comments section to this question, which comes from CM Clunk. And he says, what are you most excited for from what you have heard so far coming from the Festive Surprise DLC? Well, to anyone who has not seen any of my Festive Surprise videos, just a quick recap. We're getting one new car, the Class A Tampa. We're getting some masks, and we're getting some clothing. And there's also probably going to be some other things like snow and Christmas tree and the firework launcher that will be added to my or to any of our apartments and maybe even the world of Los Santos. So probably the two biggest things I'm excited about, the Class A Tampa, that's going to be awesome. Obviously, with every DLC, the vehicles are a big part of it. So I am excited about that. I think the Tampa is going to be really cool, considering it's also a retro vehicle from previous GTA games. And also the snow. I like the snow in real life, so I kind of like it when it comes in GTA Online as well. And where I live in the real world, there isn't a lot of snow. It's actually kind of rare if we get it. So it's actually pretty cool when we get it in real life, and it's going to be fun to see when and if it does come into Grand Theft Auto Online. So the Class A Tampa and the snowy weather are probably the two biggest things I'm excited about. But what are you guys excited about? That's a nice segue into our next question, which comes from Mason Rothgeb. He says, how much do you think it will snow this year? Hashtag AskBoss. That's right. If you guys recall back to 2014, the Festive Surprise DLC itself lasts longer than the snow. Snow only comes into Los Santos for a few select days. Now, the rumor is that this DLC is going to be coming out on either Monday or Tuesday. So I would imagine that the DLC would come out on one of those 2 days. A few days later, on either the 23rd or Christmas Eve, which is the 24th, we'll experience snow. And I think that will last until maybe New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And then I think that's it. And then I think the DLC is going to last maybe about 4 or 5 days after that. So I would imagine you'd get 6 or 7 real good days of snow, and then about 2.5 weeks of the actual DLC itself. So I think that's plenty of time to get all the items and experience all the cool stuff during this Festive Surprise holiday season. Garrett Nixon says, will they introduce the new mask but still add the old Christmas stuff? That's right, that is kind of going to be interesting if Rockstar will decide to bring back items from the Festive Surprise 2014, considering they're already loaded in the game. So that is a good question. I'm not sure if they're going to do that because I think they want to separate the Festive Surprise from 2014 to 2015. It would be cool though, because it would be a nice opportunity to get some of the stuff that you couldn't have gotten in 2014, or maybe you didn't play GTA in 2014, and it would be a really cool way to get some of the items from that update that are no longer available. But honestly, knowing Rockstar, I think it's just going to be whatever comes in the 2015 version of the Festive Surprise is what we're going to get in-game. Noah TCAP says, do you think we will ever be able to buy bigger homes / real mansions? That's right. I'm not complaining at all. I think the new Stilt Vinewood Hill homes and Vinewood Mansions, apartments, whatever you want to call them, are nice. But it honestly does seem as if Rockstar chose the worst looking mansions or worst looking homes in the Vinewood Hills and say, oh, here you go, you can have these. Because I got to be honest with you, when I was doing the walkthrough and showing you guys on my live stream all the different homes, I was looking at my neighbor and saying wow, he's got this amazing backyard, he's got a pool, he's got 8 balconies, and I've got nothing. I've got this little porch that I can't even go on. I have to go on the outside to go get it. So yeah, I really do wish we were able to buy real big mansions, because the homes that were actually featured in this update, I don't consider them mansions. Yes, they're very big houses, but when I think of mansions, I think of like the Playboy Mansion or something that like a multi-billionaire would live in. I think those are really cool mansions. So hopefully one day down the line, Rockstar will extend the number of stilt homes we get, and hopefully they include some bigger mansions. All right, so the question that I got asked probably more than any comes from Jay McConville, and he says, will old Jen get the Festive Surprise 2014 DLC? That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be bringing good news. I want to say that, like all the other recent updates that we've seen, the Festive Surprise DLC will not be coming out on Xbox 360 and PS3. But I do think I have some okay news, and that is my prediction is that the old Festive Surprise content from 2014 will be available on 360 and PS3. I think Rockstar is going to turn that on. I think they're going to turn on the snow, the Christmas tree that you got in your apartment, the big Christmas tree in the middle of downtown Vinewood. I think they're going to add back all the masks and the old clothing for you guys. So it's not a total loss, and if you didn't get to experience that in 2014, then hopefully you'll be able to experience it this year. So I don't think that Rockstar is just going to let the old generation not have any kind of Festive Surprise. That would be a real bummer, especially around the happy holiday times. But I wouldn't imagine that you guys would be getting the newest stuff in addition of the 2015 Festive Surprise content. Cade Sells says, hashtag Ask Boss, do you think they will keep the Xmas masks and make us pay for them, or will they just get rid of them after New Year's? I think it is going to be the second option you suggested, where the masks and the clothing will be free, but they will disappear after the New Year's. I think it's going to be exactly like the 2014 edition of this DLC, where there isn't going to be like a price tag on any of them, but they disappear. And I don't know how I feel about that. You know, I'm kind of in a position where I would like to be able to buy those masks and keep them forever, especially the gingerbread ones. Those are absolutely hysterical. So yeah, I really do wish we were able to keep those masks, but if they are free, I have a hard time complaining about when they disappear because I didn't get to spend any money on them. So either way, I'm fine. I hope they stay, but if they're free, I don't mind if they disappear. And our last question comes from Santa Austin, and he says, do you think there will be any true surprises we will receive, such as weapons or something unknown that isn't in the files? Well, that actually happened last year in 2014. We didn't know that we were getting Christmas trees in our apartments or that giant Christmas tree in downtown Los Santos, and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, that is a good question. I wonder what Rockstar is going to do this year. And there was also, like last year, there was that Aurora Borealis effect. You guys have seen it in some of my gameplay recently that I've kind of been featuring retro snow footage. You guys saw like the Northern Lights Aurora Borealis effect that actually happened. That was kind of like a secret feature that they added. So if there's anything similar to that, or if there's something of equal coolness, then yeah, I think I would be thrilled. I don't know if there's anything going to be like tangible, like weapons that obviously would have been found in the files, but I still think there's going to be at least one cool secret thing that Rockstar might sneak in there, and it's something I'm definitely excited for. Anyways, that's all the questions that I'm going to be answering in today's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Once again, if you want to get involved in the next Q&A, go down in the description, follow me on Twitter. My link is there, and you can use the hashtag AskBoss if you want to get featured. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be awesome. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.